All right, guys, we are here with Audrey tonight. We're going to be talking about anything from becoming friends with ghosts, dreams within dreams, and working at one of the most haunted hotels in America. Welcome back, guys. Another episode of the Horrorble Podcast. Here tonight, we have Audrey Acosta.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Oh, you did, actually. Most people don't. Yeah, most people say Acosta, but Acosta is correct.
Starting off on the right foot already.
Off to a good start.
I don't even want to do the introduction for you. I would love for you to introduce yourself to the viewers. So can you tell us a little bit about your background, what you do, and what you have done?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. I do, honestly, a little bit of everything. I'm just kind of around, do a little bit of content creation, tours, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I used to work at the Driskill Hotel. I was actually in event sales there. But I also am such a horror nerd. I love ghosts. I love anything spooky. So I definitely became the kind of ghost whisperer of the Driskill.
So let's get right into that.
Yeah.
How did you even get that job? Did you apply for it?
I'd originally applied for an event coordinator position, which was, that's just kind of like sending out the contracts and putting things into spreadsheets.
Right.
And my other job, I run a business that does princess parties for children. So I was very good at like blocking out the schedules and doing all the thing. But while I was there, the person who was in charge of kind of like the history stuff ended up leaving, and I was like, because I grew up in Austin, so I always knew of the Driskill as this like iconic haunted hotel.
So you had the history in your back pocket.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So like I kept joking that I just wrote like "Let me hang out with the ghosts" as my cover letter. Like, so anyway, so the person who did the tours left, and I was like, because the job I had at the time was very much just in the office at the desk, and I'm such an extrovert, and I was like, please let me leave this office. Like, can I walk around and talk to people about history and ghosts, please, please? So then I ended up being kind of the ghost girl of the Driskill. It was super fun. I also ended up on a couple of YouTubes. So Call Me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo did an episode at the Driskill. Sam and Colby did an episode at the Driskill, and I got to take them all around.
Big names.
Yeah. They were so fun. They were so sweet.
That's amazing. So are you convinced that place is actually haunted?
Absolutely. No question in my mind.
So you're 100%. If somebody does an investigation, there's a really high chance that something's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, can you tell us about your very first experience there that you had?
My first?
Yeah, your very first one that you knew, like, something is off.
So one of the ghosts at the Driskill, her name is Samantha. She is a little girl. She's about 4 years old. She was a senator's daughter. Her dad was in session, and she was playing with her ball on one of the grand staircases. And the ball kind of, escaped from her, and she tried to chase it down the stairs, and she very tragically took a tumble down the stairs and passed away. So the whole thing with Samantha is that she's like a little mischievous, because she's 4. She likes to have fun.
Curious.
She's curious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, she likes to tug on people's clothes, or, you'll hear her like running and laughing. And she likes to make the lights flicker off and on. So when I was interviewing, actually, we were just like sitting out in the lobby, and this light near me just started flickering. And, the 2 women who later became my colleagues were like, "Oh, Samantha must like you." And I was like, what does that mean? Is
that like a sign that she likes people?
Yeah, I guess. Or just that
flicker?
she felt comfortable, I guess.
Damn. Did you ever have you said someone or people's clothes get tugged on? Has that ever happened to you?
It has, yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
I would love to. So, because of my party princess company, we did a couple kind of collaborations. We did some princess tea parties at the Driskill. So the very first one we did, we were in the ballroom. I was Cinderella, and I'm standing at the front of the ballroom, and there's like 60, 4 to 5 year old girls in front of me in their little dresses, all excited, and I'm starting to gather them for activities. So I'm on the mic, and I hear a little voice behind me go, "Hello." And I like whipped around. A little kid? Well, okay. And that's the thing, because at the time, I was in the zone. Like, we're doing stuff. So I thought a kid had just run behind me. Like, I wasn't thinking ghosts. I was like, a child is about to run up my hoop skirt. Like, that is what I thought. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
I turn around, nothing there. I was like, well, that was weird. But, it's a big room. It's high ceilings, lots of
people in there, echoes, whatever.
Exactly. I was like, I'm sure, voices bounce. So I turn back around, and then I feel on the back of my skirt, I feel a little hand tug it 3 times. It goes 1, 2, 3. And I got like a chill down my spine.
Like a cold chill.
Mm-hmm. I turned around, nothing there. Nothing that could have snagged it. Nobody could have grabbed it.
Was nobody standing next to you?
Nobody standing next to me. Everybody was a solid 5 to 10 feet away from me.
What was your reaction?
I mean, because I was also, Cinderella in that moment, I was kind of freaked out, but I was like, what was that? Okay, I guess I can't worry about that right now. Let's dance, kids.
So you just kept on.
Yeah, I just kept going.
You didn't stop and tell people my dress was just tugged up?
No. I did tell. So it was I think we had 5 or 6 princesses at that event. So afterwards, I was like, y'all, the craziest thing happened to me.
What was their reaction? Did it happen to anybody else before?
It didn't happen to anybody else. It just happened to me. But they were all like, oh yeah, I saw you kind of turn around a couple times, and I was wondering what was going on.
So the story's valid.
Yeah.
Is there any other stories that you've had where you've been on a tour and Samantha has, I guess, interacted with someone else?
I have had a couple of Samantha interacting with someone else. I've had a couple of times where I'll be talking about Samantha. There was actually a time recently, every time I said her name, the light that was near me flickered.
On call, on cue?
Yeah. I'd be like, so Samantha did this, and it would just boop.
Damn. Okay. I gotta go call out for Samantha.
You gotta call out for Samantha. The whole thing, again, because I worked with, little girls in her age range, that was the whole thing while I was working there, was Samantha's my best friend. Samantha's my girl. But I did we were doing a tour, and one of the girls on the tour said she felt somebody tug her clothes. And then when I started talking about this Samantha, she was like, what? What do you mean?
Did she know it was a little person or a little girl?
I think she just felt...
the validation of you saying Samantha was
she felt... what she told me was she'd felt somebody kind of tugging on her clothes. Of course, she thought it was her friend. And then her friend was like, no, what are you talking about?
I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah. And she was like, this is so weird. And then I started talking about Samantha, and that was kind of her oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you had any other, I guess, paranormal experiences there outside of Samantha? I've
had a couple with Jesse. So Jesse Driskill is the founder of the hotel.
Okay.
Hotel opened in 1886. He passed away in 1890.
So what happened with Jesse?
Jesse was a big cigar smoker. So that is always kind of what they say is his tell.
You'll smell. You'll smell a cigar.
Yeah, if you smell a cigar, randomly, that's Jesse. Or people will, there's a big old portrait of him in the lobby. And so people will see smoke around the portrait and stuff.
Smoking at his own picture, huh?
I'm saying.
Okay.
So I was in the lobby one day, and there was a chair, just in the lobby with its back to me. And I saw this ginormous cloud of smoke just come from behind the chair. But it was noon on a Wednesday. So I was like...
So nobody could have been in there.
Yeah. And I was like, is somebody smoking in our lobby right now? What are you doing? Right. So I go over to the chair to be like, hey, weirdo, you can't smoke inside. I circle around the chair, and nobody's there. Nobody else. It's just me. And
did it smell like cigar smoke?
Yeah. That's what was crazy. Oh. I got to the chair. The smoke itself had cleared, but it still smelled like cigars.
That was Jesse.
100%. Smoking in his own hotel. He was like, this is my
comfortable.
place.
Yeah,
he's like, I'll smoke where I want.
Well, what about any other paranormal experience? I know you talked about something when you were 20 in an apartment.
Yeah.
Right? Can you tell us about that?
The ghosts at the Driskill, I always say, are friendly ghosts. I've never experienced or even really heard of anyone experiencing a malicious energy.
Demonic.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone be like, I felt like this, was bad. More just oh, this thing happened and it was weird and startling and kind of scary, but never ill-intended. But I lived in this apartment when I was 20 that had the worst energy. I had gone off to college. College wasn't for me, and so I'd come back because I grew up here. But I was I'm not going to move back in with my parents. I'm going to live in my own place.
I'm on my own. Yep.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Yep.
So the first night, I am asleep. and I'm on I don't even have like my bed frame in there yet. It's just like a mattress on the floor.
Mattress.
Yeah, just a mattress on the floor. And I wake up in the night and I see a man standing above my bed, just like a figure of a man. And so I, kind of like whip around, I turn around, and like the second I kind of start like saying something, it disappears.
Do you think you were half asleep?
I have some weird sleep stuff. We can talk about
Let's talk about that after.
We can talk about the weird sleep stuff. This might have been one of the weird sleep things, but it was,
But it seemed like it was real.
It felt very real. Yeah, it felt very real.
Did it have so it had one of those like malicious presence? Like it made you feel uneasy?
Yeah, it made me feel super uneasy. And I was like, this doesn't feel good. And then I don't know if I went to bed or like went back to sleep or not. Now that I think it.
Could you move?
Yeah, I could move.
So it wasn't like sleep paralysis?
No, it wasn't sleep paralysis. That was the thing, is that I was able to like turn and like start. I don't remember what I said, but I started saying something.
Yeah.
And it was when I started speaking was that it.
Just gone, vanished.
Gone, yeah.
Was it, you said it was big, but was it like tall? Because I know some people see like a skinny figure. Some people see the top hat guy.
Yeah, no, it
right?
wasn't like top hat guy. It wasn't like Slender Man. It looked, I would guess, again, I was on a mattress on the floor, so hard to tell. But it looked like I would have guessed he was about like 6 feet tall, kind of like sturdily built guy in like a coat kind of thing.
So he just kind of looked like a stocky.
Yeah, just like a stocky guy. Honestly, almost looked like, when I Know What You Did Last Summer, and there's a guy in the fisherman coat.
Black coat, yeah.
That's almost what it kind of looked like.
Damn. So what did you do after? Did you turn any lights on? Did you get out of bed?
I think.
Or you just went back to sleep?
It's like, well, that was weird anyway. I think I must have turned the lights on and then just like stayed up for a while.
You didn't like check your house or nothing?
I'm sure I checked my house. I don't know.
You just comfortably.
It was like 15 years ago.
Somebody's here.
I just remember the absolute like terror in me, and then nothing after that until like the next morning. But I'm sure I turned the lights on and walked around.
So. You never know. It could
have
been
been
somebody.
Some music. No, that's the thing. Can I tell you a couple more stories about this apartment though?
Please.
It was awful. So that happened like my first night, and I was like, this is awful. But then one day I opened the fridge, and there was like a little pool of it. I swear to God, it looked like blood in my refrigerator.
Like on a shelf or something?
Yeah, like it had just dripped on the shelf. And so I'm like, did I have like leftovers? Did something like, this is barbecue sauce? Could not figure out what it was. There was nothing in my fridge that looked like that.
It looked like blood though.
It looked like blood. You
didn't put your finger in it and taste it?
I didn't taste. I thought about it. I was
you
like,
gotta taste. It's in your fridge.
Maybe it's barbecue sauce. Like,
it was in your fridge. What if it was like I don't know. Sometimes old things bust.
And that's what I was thinking. But there was like nothing near it or even in my fridge.
So it was just
that
in there by itself.
Yeah, it was so.
No sign of explosion.
Right. Yeah, it's not like there was like a barbecue sauce next to it or anything.
And didn't taste it.
And I didn't taste it.
You crazy.
That's the crazy part.
That is the crazy part. What else happened in this apartment?
So again, it was just like it was such a bad energy, and like not to get too deep on it, but like I had one of the worst depressive episodes of my life there. Like I was not having a good time or wanting to be on this earth for much longer. But I one day I like opened my blinds, and there were handprints on the window. And I can't remember exactly. I must have been like this way, because it was handprints that looked like they'd come from inside.
Okay. Yeah.
But they were small handprints, like child handprints.
Samantha,
she came. She was like, "Hey, girl, we're gonna meet in a couple years."
Yeah.
But it was like they weren't my hands. They weren't the same size as my hands. It was the way. It was also. I was trying to figure out. I was like, could like a kid have been running by and like.
Were you on the first floor?
Yeah, I was on the first floor.
Maybe it was the dark mass you seen. That guy. But then he would have little hands.
Yeah, like a real tall guy with little tiny hands.
Big guy in a black jacket with small hands.
He's just coming to like tell me his troubles. He's like, life is hard, man. Eventually, because I was like, I hate being here. Like that was I think kind of around the time that I was like, I'm not doing well and I'm not feeling good. And
this is not it.
Yeah, feeling like a dark presence all the time. And then weirdly, the apartment flooded because the person above me like did something
Shower, toilet,
weird and
whatever.
dumb. Yeah, it was crazy. So I was able to break my lease, and so fast. Because my dad was like, well, do you want I was like, yes, absolutely. Get me
No
out
hesitation.
of here.
Oh my goodness. So how long were you actually at that apartment?
I think about 9 months.
So 9 months of straight bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Depression, ghost, blood, hands.
Just a whole haunted house.
Yeah, I'd have to get out of there too.
Yeah.
So you talked about sleep paralysis.
Yeah. I have actually 2 different weird sleep things that happened to me.
Can we hear about them both?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is I will have these dreams. I call them inception dreams. And the dream is always that like something bad is happening, and it always kind of ranges to like I'm late for work or all the way up to like my best friend just died. And I'll be experiencing whatever in the dream. And then at some point I realize it's a dream. And so I'm like, oh, I should wake up because this is a dream. It's
so you're
not
in
real.
a dream and you realize
And I'm in the dream and I realize it's a dream. And so I wake up, or I try to wake myself up. I wake up, or I think I've woken up, but I've actually just started the dream over.
What?
Yeah, and then the dream starts. I'm still dreaming, and I'm in the dream again, and then it'll loop in on itself like that. Like
That's like real Inception.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 times, and then I will get to a point where I will realize that I have tried to wake myself up, but just started the dream over like multiple times, and then in the dream I get, or like I don't know, whatever in my brain, I start freaking out because I'm like, I can't wake up. I can't wake up. I think I'm waking up, but I haven't woken up.
It's the same reoccurring thing every time?
Uh-huh.
Or
Or
like,
every time I go through this cycle.
Right.
Yeah, like every time I get like a big one, it can be a different thing. And then I'll start freaking out because I'm like, I can't wake up. I know I'm asleep, but I can't wake up.
You don't have a reason that this was happening?
Mm-mm.
So then when you wake up, when you actually finally wake up, how did you know you were awake?
I really don't even know how to explain it other than like I wake up and I see like real life and I'm like, oh, right, this is what real life looks like. Like
you just distinct the two.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like once you have the real life to compare to the dream life, you're like, oh, right, this is different. I'm in a different place. Got it.
What about, you said you had another one.
This thing that happens a lot that's not sleep paralysis, but I will wake up in the night and I will just see like figures. A lot of the time it's figures of people.
Okay.
There's some reoccurring figures. So there is a woman with
Hold on. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. Are you fucking with me?
Hey, man. Every time we talk about skinwalkers or figures,
Shut up.
I promise you, last
Don't fucking
time we were out here, I mentioned skinwalkers like 3 times, and every time we said something happened.
Fuck that.
And then there was a guy out here that was singing.
Fuck you. You're
There's
kidding.
a guy at the fucking top of the hill.
You're kidding.
And remind you, I've been here 5-6 months and have never had a guy sing until I mentioned that word.
Shut your mouth.
So sorry to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Just wanted to kind of put that out there.
Just wanted to scare you a little bit. Just wanted
Just a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so back to the sleep paralysis, or not the sleep paralysis, but the figures.
The figures. So I wake up, I'll see a figure. Sometimes it is a woman with curly hair, like sitting on my bedside table. She sits. Sometimes it is a man standing beside my bed. Sometimes it is like a boy sitting on my bed. Recently there was new characters. That was fun. 2 people just like sitting on my bed. It's not sleep paralysis because I can move and I can talk, and I usually do. Sometimes it's just like shapes. Like I'll see like a lot of times a blanket like coming down over my face. Once I like really like jolt or like yell something or you know, then it kind of goes away.
Right.
So I don't know if it's like I think it is some sort of like sleep paralysis adjacent.
Similar to the guy in the apartment where he had the black coat and you felt like it was dark or malicious. Did you get that feeling with these figures?
With these figures, it's so jarring that it like feels bad in my nervous system, but not necessarily
Like frightened?
Yeah, it's more like jump scare. You know what I mean? That it's just like...
It's just the initial, when you see it, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the initial, like, what the fuck was that? And then it's like, you know, like your heart's still pounding for it, like your adrenaline's still kind of pumping for a little while after. It's not usually like, oh, this is something that is like out to get. You know what I mean? It's more just kind of startling and not great. I don't love it.
I know you rated yourself a 9 out of 10 on knowledge, horror knowledge.
I did.
But you're easily scared?
I am easily scared.
Tell me how that works. How do you watch scary movies, but you're scared?
And then I'm a like total baby about it. Yeah.
Will you go to the movies by yourself and watch a scary movie?
I will like go to the movie and then I will not sleep for like 3 days straight. And I'm like,
that's self-torture.
Who could have predicted this?
That's self-torture.
It's awful. No, I really enjoy horror movies. I enjoy horror like books. I don't play a lot of video games. I have played Until Dawn, which I really enjoyed. That was a lot of fun.
It is a scary game.
It was very
Just
scary.
for y'all that don't know.
It was very scary. That's lots of jump scares.
Yep,
that got me good.
100%.
And Her Story, which is like a little like indie game, and you're like playing as like a detective and you're searching through these files. Like the game is set up like a 90s computer. And so you're searching just keywords into files. Then you're watching interviews with this woman who is talking about her husband died, and you're kind of trying to figure out what happened. And so the whole thing is you're just watching this lady and like trying to figure out what happened. So fun. Not a lot of people have heard of the game.
I have it. What is it? PC?
It's on Steam.
I don't even know what Steam is.
It's like I guess that is PC, right? That is PC.
It is PC?
See,
right,
clearly
cool.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It was my friend's brother was like, "Oh, hey, I think you'd like this game. You should play it." So I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." But then now that's one of those that people I'm like I've played like 2 games in my life, and one is like this random deep cut.
And what's the name of it?
Her Story.
Her Story. So was that scaring you after you played?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you played it willingly?
Yeah, absolutely. I would play it again.
What? Okay, so you're still scared to this day after you go to scary movies?
I mean, it depends on the kind of movie. Like, I think, like if I watch like Scream, or I know you did that, like slasher movies, I'm usually fine after. But like, what's the movie that scared me the most? Us. The Jordan Peele movie?
Jordan Peele, yep.
I love Jordan Peele.
Holding hands across the world.
Oh my God. That scared the shit out of me.
Doppelgangers, you believe in those?
A little bit. I don't want to, but...
Underground tunnels?
That's the thing. That's the, like, I don't know, I think the just, like, Uncanny Valley.
Okay, yeah.
Have you heard of, you know what that is?
Yep.
I think things in that kind of Uncanny Valley really get me.
There's a number of things. I think doppelgangers are real.
Doppelgangers?
Skinwalkers.
Don't fucking...
Everything.
are all just gonna come out.
Like, think about it. Where the hell did these stories come from?
That's what I think.
Who generates... Like, I have never woken up and said, hey, I'm creating a monster today, and I'm going to tell everybody that it's real, and everyone's going to believe it.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
No.
People actually have had experiences with these things.
No, I believe it. Absolutely.
What else you think is real? You ever had a... Oh, you've clearly had Samantha, so you've had ghost stories.
Ghosts are real. I definitely think ghosts are real.
What else out there?
I believe aliens.
Aliens?
Could be real, yeah.
I think aliens walk among us every day.
Ooh, okay.
Shapeshifters.
You think?
I think they can shape right into us. Reptilians.
Are you a shapeshifter?
Me, personally, I wouldn't tell you if I was.
That's what I'm saying. What if I, like, found out your secret? If I was like, I know, would you then tell me? Or
cameras
would
off
you just
or cameras
deny
on?
it? Ooh, both, either.
Cameras off, I have to kill you,
Fuck.
That's just how it works. I mean,
I just told you my friend has my location.
I mean, she'd be next.
It's a he.
Or he'd be next. Even better.
Even better.
I heard reptilians like guys even more.
Like, I got a new skin suit. Cool.
No. All right. On that note, actually, what other scary movies do you like? Let's talk about that.
I would say Scream is probably an all-time
Scream.
favorite. I love Scream. It's a classic.
Out of all movies?
It's a classic.
It's just a guy in a mask.
I know, but that's like I feel like it did such a good. It captured the genre and the era of the 90s really well.
Definitely a classic of its time.
That's what I'm saying.
But like if I watch Scream today and he comes to my house like, hey, buddy.
Hey, don't do that.
Put the knife down and just turn around. Put a hole in your ass.
I'm not fucking. Don't.
That would not last today.
I mean, I think that's right. Well, have you seen the like I thought 5 and 6 were really fun.
The last one was actually a good movie.
Yeah.
It was really good movie though.
Yeah, that's why I like the Scream franchise. I think they're really good movies. I think they're really fun. I don't necessarily think it's like the scariest villain.
Of course, yeah.
But I think they're really good movies and really fun. I don't know that I'd really count Sinners as like a horror movie, but vampires are in it. Sinners is so good.
Sinners was dope.
That is like top 5 movies of all time for me.
You think so? Of all time?
All time. There's so much.
I'm hurt about that movie though.
Why?
Because they separated the twins so early.
Okay.
I hated that.
You don't get enough time with the twins together.
I hated that. Because you have this whole backstory of these guys being like gangsters and doing all these missions together, and you never see them actually get to put that to use in the movie together.
Okay.
I wish, like, I love movies where like gangsters are able to show why they're a gangster.
Okay.
And that didn't get to show for both of them together.
Okay.
They're supposed to have each other's backs all across the world.
Right.
And they didn't get to show that before.
Right. Okay.
Like, I wish they would have went to war with these vampires together, showed how cool and crazy they were, and then they could have took one of them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel like we do get the one scene where they open the truck and there's the snake and they do the cool, like they throw the knife.
It's a snake.
It's cool though. It's cool.
My camera guys could kill the snake.
I bet it's cool it's cooler when they do it. No offense.
No, they did. They were in sync.
Yeah,
it was cool,
that's
but
a good like.
I need to see them kill some vampires together.
Okay.
But the movie was amazing. I give it an A for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies,
yes.
Let's play a game.
Okay. I'm scared.
Last time I had the game called, I think it was Horrible Mistakes, but I want to change the game's name to Horrorble Perspective.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to have you watch a clip. I'm going to hand you this phone. Okay. Have you watch a clip of a movie. You probably will know the movie. Okay. It's actually Paranormal Activity 2.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And I want you to tell me what would have been your thought process in this woman's shoes.
Okay.
Got it?
I'm excited.
All right, perfect.
I know something's going to... That's why I'm stressed, because I know something's going to happen. Is there like some... No, absolutely not. No.
What would you have done in that scenario?
See, I like to believe that I would have run out. I like to believe that I also would have left.
There's no other option.
Here's the thing. When I was at the Driskill, and in the events office, it was very like... I would say it was like labyrinthian, like it's very twists and turns and corridors and desks. So I was there after hours one night. Everybody had gone home. It's like 10 p.m. And I'm, working at my little desk, and I just have like the light above my desk on, and all the other hallways and corridors, everything else is dark. And I hear like...
Hold on. You're not scared of the dark?
Yeah, kind of.
So you just had this one little tiny ass light on.
Yeah.
But you are scared of the dark.
Clearly, I make dumb choices.
All right.
I think it's the overarching.
At least we own up to that.
All
right. Go ahead. Continue.
But
Sorry.
So I hear footsteps in like another part of the office, like in a different hallway. And so I like get up from my desk and I start following the footsteps. And I'm like fully like the whitest white woman in a horror movie. I was like, hello, who's there?
Oh my goodness.
Like, I didn't even turn lights on. I'm just in the dark. Then I like heard a little voice and I was like, hello, who's over there?
Hold on. So you now there's no way that you're as scary as you think you are, because you had a little desk light on. Mm-hmm. Everything else was pitch black, and you walked through the pitch black chasing footsteps?
I wasn't chasing. I wasn't running.
But you were curious enough to walk in the dark by yourself. Yeah, you're not that scared.
I think I am. I actually have one more Jesse story and one more Samantha story.
Tell us about it.
All right. So there was like, sometimes you could do like a special tour, if like a group was like, hey, can we get, a special ghost tour? So I had a group, it was a group of older women, and I was able to take them all around. So Samantha has a portrait on the 5th floor. Which, by the way, the portrait's turning green. Like, none of the other portraits are, just Samantha's for some reason. So
Nickelodeon glue? Goo?
The slime.
Slime green.
But so I take them, past Samantha's portrait, and I was like, but it's a guest, guests are there, so I'm not going to hang out and kiki on the floor. So I was like, hey, this is Samantha's portrait. Let's take a look, and we'll go back down to the ballroom, and I'll tell you about Samantha. So we go into the ballroom, which has no windows, and my group is about 10 feet away from me. And I turn on the lights, and I start walking towards my group. I'm like halfway between the light switch and my group, and the lights dim and go out entirely. Pitch black in there.
With everyone there?
Yeah. I was freaked out.
Did the guests freak out?
They thought I was messing with them. They thought I'd planned it for the tour. They were like, oh my God, this is so... you got it.
That's
I was
definitely me.
No.
This shit's planned.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no, I don't, nope.
There's no explanation for it.
No, I was like, I'm not anywhere near the lights. Like, I did not do that. So I go back, and I was like, I turn them back on. I start walking over. Once again, I'm about halfway between the light switch and my group. The lights dim and go out completely again. And I am...
What?
And again, because I worked in events, I was in the ballroom like every day. I turned the lights on in there all the time. I'd never seen the lights do that.
What the hell?
But I
need stuff like this to happen to me.
I was kind of freaked out. I was pretty freaked out. My group still thinks I'm like messing with it. Yeah, they're like, this is so funny. I'm like, no, I'm really scared, guys. But then I was like, okay, if I'm gonna turn them on again. If that happens again, this is an old building. I don't know everything about the lights. Like, that's an electrical issue at this point, and we'll just go be somewhere else. And I was like, but Samantha, if this is you, if you're playing with the lights, will you please leave the lights on this time? I go, turn the lights on, no problems after that.
She made sure they stayed on.
Mm-hmm. She was having her
Samantha
little fun.
Samantha sound like a little friend at this point.
I'm telling you, she's my little friend. She's having her fun, and then she was like, okay, all right, I'll give it a rest.
You think if you go back to the Driskill right now, you could have a potential interaction with her?
Probably.
She'd be like, hey, where the hell you been at?
I feel pretty confident, yeah. She'd be like, I miss you.
Might get a tug on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, she's...
I've been there. I didn't feel anything in there.
No?
It just felt like an old place, kind of.
It is an old place, but
But
yeah.
I had no fear,
No, nothing?
But I've only been there once, so.
Okay. Did you stay the night, or did you just go?
I just went to walk around.
Okay.
I actually went on a ghost tour.
Oh, did you?
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah? How was it? No ghosts,
cool.
No ghosts on the tour?
Nah. They tend to hide when the boogeyman walks in.
Yeah,
so,
I can see that. They're scared of you.
I'm not going to say they're scared. They just don't show up, So.
Right. Oh, the other Jesse story. This was actually when Sam and Colby were at the hotel. And so it was the night before they were like filming. And so I was kind of just showing, they were like, hey, can you just show us kind of like the locations we're going to see? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm taking them kind of just like, okay, here's the mezzanine. So you can kind of like plan out how you're going to walk around and stuff. And I was talking, such a vivid memory because I felt low-key bad about it. And at this point, we're just like standing in the middle of the mezzanine. We're kind of chit-chatting. And Colby's directly in front of me. And we're talking. And I see out of the corner of my eye on the balcony, I see a man on the balcony. And I turn, and the man waves at me. And I was like, what the fuck was that? But then I felt bad because, again, all he experiences is me being like, yeah, what? Like, freaked out. So I ran.
You can't feel bad for that. You just seen something.
I still feel like it was probably pretty startling. But so I, like, ran to the balcony to be like, what is happening here?
You're not as scared as you say you are. This only proves my point. You're running towards the scary shit.
I'm telling you, I'm scared. I'm just dumb. I have no like
we said, we got the formula: curiosity, trumps
That's what it is.
fear for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's more than just like, what was that? So I
That's
like
crazy.
ran to the balcony. Of course, like, you know, the guys are they're like, "Are you okay?" I was like, there was someone on the balcony, and they were like, "Right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, someone was on the balcony."
And you're sure that this person waved?
Oh, they were, yeah. There's a man in a suit who waved at me.
So just a man in a suit? Did he have like a hat? Did he have a...
No hat. I couldn't make out his face super well. I assume it was Jesse, or I guess LBJ, because, yeah.
But no cigar smoke?
I didn't see any cigar smoke.
So maybe not Jesse.
So maybe not Jesse. Maybe it was LBJ.
LBJ coming to say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I need some ghosts to come say hi to me. Just not at home.
Yeah, that's
you know, just not at my house, but everywhere else.
That's why I liked at the Driskill that I was like, cool, I'll hang out with the ghosts here, and then like, just don't be at my house.
I had a few experiences with them in the house, but
yeah, I want to hear your experiences.
Damn, this story, it kind of like shakes me up just because of the person. But my grandmother lived in a very specific house. She passed away due to cancer in that house. When she passed away, my mother wanted to move into that house. And I was completely against it because I didn't want to live in a house where somebody passed away in. Of course, what a mother does, she convinces me that it's just my grandmother and that, you know, she's not out to get you or whatever. Right. It's not like I literally had a choice anyways. I was like 16 or 17. You're going to move your ass in a house and this is where we're going to stay. Right. So, remind you, even before my grandmother passed away, like my sister would tell you, this house was a little off. Like you might hear some footsteps. You might see some shadows. And one thing about this house was if you cut all the lights off in the house, we had street lights, but we had our windows right like facing the street lights, and you could get that little glare of the street light into the house.
Okay, yeah.
So you'll be able to see some shadows or whatever.
Just enough to see the shadows.
Exactly. So one night, or I mean, I guess you could say 1 year, I was being a badass, procrastinating on homework, a project to be exact.
I've met 17-year-olds, yeah.
And I was up till, I don't know, 3, 4 in the morning doing this project in this computer room my mom had. And she already went to sleep. She cut off all the lights in the house. The only lights on in this room are in the computer room that I'm in. End up finishing my project. I come out the room. I have on headphones in both ears, blasting music. Remind you, it's 3 or 4 in the morning. And I got a project in this hand and I got books in this hand. I cut the light off in the computer room, closed that door. Now, coming right out of this door, you had to basically come out and make a right to go to this hallway, right? Where my bedroom was. My bedroom at the end of the hallway. Before the hallway starts, we had a 6-foot mirror to the right of the hallway, like in a corner. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I got my project and my book in my hand, music blasting. And before I hit that corner to turn, something tells me, not even something tells me, I get the coldest chill, like freezing cold, like uneasy almost. And something tells me, hey, look at the mirror. And I look at the mirror. It's my grandmother standing there, clear as day. It was like as if she was alive with a smile on her face. Like the Joker smile. Like
it
looked really creepy.
Like an unsettled, yeah.
Yeah, and now I look back at it like she was probably just saying hi.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But at the time, and she can even vouch for this, my mother is here. I dropped everything. I dropped everything and I screamed one word at the top of my lungs. It was fuck. It was fuck at the top of my lungs. And I just remember her busting out of her room. Like, what? Like, what? What? She thought somebody might have broke in or something. And I couldn't talk for a second. And I started dropping tears.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, what? She was like shaking me. Like, what? Like, what happened? And I told her, I was like, I seen Granny. Those are my exact words. Like, I seen Granny. And I could tell at this point in time when I told her, she like didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I think she was contemplating whether or not she wanted to tell me what she had seen. But it was like this small pause.
Yeah.
And I think she was like, I just need to tell him. And she was like, I've seen her too. So that was like verification.
Yeah.
That I seen what I seen, right?
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, Granny did pass away between 3 and 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So it was like the perfect time.
Yeah.
Witching hour, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Like all these different things, right? And I remember my mom telling me, this is the funny part of the story. She's like, just go to your room and have a talk with her.
Yeah.
Man, I swear to you, I go to my room, I'm like, Granny, don't do that shit ever again. I love you, I care for you, but just don't pop up on me like that again.
Like, hey, good to see you.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was great to see her for that split second, but it was one of the scariest experiences I had, you know, for me personally.
Yeah.
I haven't been frightened like that in a long time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully nothing happens like this at this house, but
I hope not.
up until today, I that was probably the scariest experience.
Yeah. That'd be really scary.
Yeah. So I think I think they're gonna think the same thing, but you're an extremely good storyteller.
Oh my God, thank you.
Do you think being scared like you say you are makes it even better and like realistic?
I don't know. I've never considered that. That's a good question. I think so. I think I am a person who, like, I experience things deeply, you know what I mean? So I think that kind of helps. And then when I'm telling a story about anything, that it's like, because I've experienced it so deeply that I'm like, I want you to understand, like,
that's probably what it is.
How much it felt
Yeah.
this, that, or the other to me.
Mm-hmm. You do haunted houses?
I do haunted houses sometimes.
What you mean sometimes?
Sometimes.
Like,
sometimes.
when your friends say let's go, or are you like let's go?
That's the thing. If my friends say let's go, I'll go, but it's not like a every year I have to go to a haunted house kind of thing.
So what's your reaction in haunted houses? You jumping?
I guess. Screaming, jumping, grabbing the person in front of me.
Mhm.
I like whoever's in front of me is now my like emotional support person. They just leave with bruises because I'm like.
So they doing their job then.
Exactly.
Have you been to any in Austin?
Yeah, I've been to House of Torment a few times. It's a lot of fun.
I actually have a special guest tomorrow from the House of Torment.
That's so exciting. That's so fun. So he works at House of Torment?
He does, but at least from my experience, I didn't experience him in the actual house.
Okay.
He was like in the walk path.
Right.
And he's the most entertaining person that I've seen at a haunt outside in a long time. He's just funny as shit. He just talks shit. I
haven't been. See, now maybe I am going to be the friend that's like, let's go, because I haven't been in a few years.
You got to change that.
Now I got to go back. Yeah, now I got to go back.
All right, Audrey, I got $10,000, 6 hours, actually 5 hours, so $2,000 an hour.
Okay.
You go to this asylum in Austin.
Ooh, okay.
We put a body camera on you. We give you a flashlight. You doing it?
It's tough. I think
$10,000 right now.
So. I
5
think so.
hours.
I think so.
You might fuck around and leave that same
within
within an hour.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it like $2,000 an hour no matter how long I stay?
Nope.
Or like I got to stay the full 5 hours?
I was just breaking the math down.
Okay.
But you got to finish your 5 hours.
I got to stay the full 5 hours?
Yeah.
I think so. I could do it.
What you gonna do? You gonna sit in a corner? Or you gonna be like walking around?
Oh, I'm walking around. I'm asking the ghost questions.
I believe you for sure. After the stories you've told, I believe
That's the
you.
thing. No, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna be like, guys, I have like 7 new best friends.
Hell
They're my
no.
pals.
I might just be sitting in a corner. They got to just wait it out. Wait it out. Put the flashlight up a little bit. Make sure nobody's actually in there with me.
But see, I think it would be scarier to like sit and wait, because then something can come up on you.
Yeah, but if my back is against the wall, I'm good.
I just think it's so good. I don't know.
If you're walking in the middle of a hallway and you got 13 doors on each side, You don't know what's coming.
I feel like if I'm walking in the hallway, I'm coming up on the ghosts. Like
Oh, so you're the tough one now. So you're not scared.
No.
See, I'm proving my point the whole show. She is not scared. All right. I want to play a game.
Okay.
This one is called Horrorble Luck. And I think we're going to finish off with this one.
Okay.
All right. I will give you a setting.
Okay.
I will give you a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Things about this killer.
Okay.
Could be funny, could be disgusting, could be horrifying, whatever it may be. And then I will give you 3 items that you will run into while running away from this killer.
Okay.
And you'll have to use them or describe them to me how you would use them to your survival.
Okay. Awesome. I'm excited.
The setting, fuck it. Let's go the woods.
Okay.
You always go the woods. Let's just stick with it.
All right.
You got a 90-year-old grandma.
Okay. Is my villain?
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you some things about her. She's not a normal grandmother.
I figured, yeah.
All right. 90-year-old grandma who wears a G-string bathing suit.
Okay. and as she should, Diva. I love that for her.
She's flaunting it all out. And she has warts all over her body.
Okay. Okay.
That's her big flaw.
Okay. Okay.
Her weapons of choice.
Uh-huh.
She has a throwing axe.
Hell yeah.
And a jar of Nutella.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
If she catches you, she ties you up and puts Nutella on your toes and sucks it off before she kills you. Your 3 items that you run into. A box of glazed donuts.
Okay.
An old baseball glove.
Okay.
And a 10-foot extension cord.
Okay.
So now you got to get creative.
Now I got to get creative. I feel confident that I could see that I feel bad. No, she's gonna suck Nutella off my toes. Okay.
Oh, she's coming to kill you.
I know. I just
and
felt
put
bad
Nutella on you.
I know. I felt bad for a minute though.
And she got to throw an axe.
And she got to throw an axe. Okay. I think I would. You said, and I have donuts, an extension cord, and an old glove.
An old baseball glove.
An old baseball glove. Okay. I think.
These are some shitty ass items, I'll tell you that, for survival.
No, I believe in myself.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay. I would use, we're in the woods. So I would somehow prop the glove up in like a tree and make it look like my head and then like make noise and distract her. So she throws the axe and now the axe is just in the woods.
Out of her hands.
She doesn't have the axe anymore.
Okay. That's smart.
I also feel confident that I could run faster than her, so I could like run to the axe. I won't use the axe since that's not part of the question, but I will like
you can do whatever you want. This is your scenario.
My scenario. I'll hide the axe. I'll make sure it's on me now. It's not her. She doesn't have the axe anymore. Once I have lured her in whatever direction I want to lure her, I'm actually hiding like over here. It's a 10-foot extension cord. I'm hiding behind a tree. I would jump out, then strangle her with the extension cord.
So you climbed into the tree.
Yeah.
Jumped out, strangled her with the extension cord.
I'm at this tree, and I made her throw the axe at this tree.
Yep.
And so she's like facing this way. So then I kind of
leap on. Yep.
And then the donuts are a snack for afterwards because I'm probably tired and
finish off a grandma G-string kill with donuts.
With donuts, yeah.
Ain't no better way to go out.
Maybe I dip them in the Nutella just for.
Damn, and you stole her Nutella? Grandma ain't shit. All right, guys. I really appreciate you coming tonight.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.
This is fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, stay horrible, and have a good night.